Hey everyone, what's up? I'm Sendoh, and just a few minutes ago a brand new Counter-Strike update was released, and surprisingly it's the third one this week. The patch is once again pretty short, but there are some really interesting changes, especially related to how it feels to get a kill in CS2. So I won't waste any more time, let's dive into the patch notes. To start off, they've made a pretty important change to the deathmatch mode, and honestly I don't know how it took them this long, but from now on you can join either team without being forced to play a city like often happened when servers were full. A very necessary change because when you're doing DM, most people just want to practice with the AK, not the M4. As for the graphics section, they fixed a bug where the Molotov or incendiary grenade was visible through the AK-47 model. They also resolved an issue where, if you used left-hand view model, the stickers on the wooden part of the gun would appear bugged. Lastly, they fixed another bug where, if you opened your inventory while scoping with the scout, the icons would also appear glitched. Now, here comes the most important part of the patch. They've made crucial changes to the audio system, and I say crucial because it has everything to do with how it feels to get kills in CS2. One of the biggest issues with the game has been that when you kill an enemy, it feels delayed, like you hit a headshot, but it just doesn't feel as satisfying as it did in CSGO. And thanks to an investigation from the community, it was discovered that the problem wasn't with subtick or anything server related, it was actually a sound issue. Apparently, when you hit an enemy, the sound would play with a noticeable delay compared to CSGO, so as players it felt sluggish or off, and in fact this was one of the bugs or problems reported a few weeks ago, so the CS2 team could take a look at it, and it turns out they did. Right now they've made several adjustments to the audio system. First of all, they trimmed the beginning of the AK-47's firing sound. They also reduced the delay on bullet impact sounds from the attacker's perspective. And now when you land a hit, the game will momentarily lower the volume of gunfire and map ambience so that you can clearly perceive that you hit your shot. This is a huge step forward to make CS2 feel more like CSGO in terms of feedback. And it's great to see that for once, within a single week, they're actually listening to and acting on bug reports and requests from the community posted on social media. As for the anti-cheat system that we're all waiting on, the reality is it's impossible to know if there were any updates or improvements. That's because, of course, the point of an anti-cheat is to catch cheaters off guard, so obviously they're not going to include anything about it in the patch notes. Still, if I'm being honest, I don't think there's been much progress on that front this past week, so we'll just have to keep dreaming. To wrap up today's video, I also want to mention some news related to the rumored Steam data breach. There was talk going around that the platform had leaked the personal data of millions of users. People were already suggesting you change your email, your password, even your phone number. But the truth is, Steam wasn't compromised at all. They've published an official statement explaining the whole situation. And in reality, what leaked were some SMS codes used to access Steam, meaning codes that are only valid for 15 minutes. So in short, that info is completely useless and nothing's going to happen to your account. That said, Valve does recommend that you regularly check your login history, just in case someone unknown has managed to access your account. I also recommend that you have Steam Guard enabled and Family View as well. That way you'll add an extra layer of security to your Steam account, both to protect your skins and your game library. That's all from me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all things CS2. I'm Sendoh and I'll see you next time.